Welcome to Watchat, where we chat about watches and other facts of life. This is my honest review of the Nodus sector Matick. On 20th August 2022, Nodus released their latest edition of their sector series. Both these watches that I have here are their Pilot Matick edition, which is also known as the Sector Matick. This is Nodus sector collaboration with Team Matick, which is a small group of watch enthusiasts based in Malaysia. Kudos there, Team Matick, and thanks for loaning these watches for my review. The watch is made out of 316L stainless steel with a measurement of 39mm in diameter, 12.5mm in thickness and 47mm lug to lug. The design curvature of the case is pretty interesting. The front profile is brush finish and the side profile of the case is also mainly brushed, with the top having a banana curve line and the bottom eluding a Mexican wave curve. The bevel on the top and bottom are polished finish. This includes the inner parts of the lugs and the space in between the lugs. Speaking of lugs, these have a lug width of 20mm. The bracelet is a 5-piece link that has brush finishing all over. The bracelet tapers down from 20mm to 18mm. It has screw pins instead of pin sleeves and some micro adjustments on the clasps to help with the wrist size adjustment. The clasp has a twin push button release mechanism that is pretty safe to use. The clasp is all brushed with the edge having some polish finish. It also has its brand name embossed on it. The back of the watch has a brushed case back with a Nodus design. In case you didn't know, Nodus is Latin for node, or an intersection of pathways. Hence, the design on the back looks like an intersection. Yes, Nodus is designed and assembled in Los Angeles, and both these designs are limited to 69 pieces. The Sector Matick is powered by the automatic Seiko NH36 movement, which has 24 joules, 21,600 bph, Diashock anti-shock system, 41 hours of power reserve, 4,800 APM, accuracy of plus-minus 10 seconds per day, and a hacking seconds function. The oversized diamond-shaped crown has an engraved design on it, and there are no crown guards on them. This has a 100 meter of water resistance. The bezel here is a bidirectional friction bezel without any clicks. This bezel has a timer function instead. In other words, when using the bezel, it times your minutes backwards. They both have lume on the pip on the bezel. The only difference between the one on my left and the one on my right is that the one on my left has a black DLC steel bezel and it costs 500 USD, whereas the one on my right has a stainless steel bezel and costs $475. Which do I prefer? The right one, of course. Underneath that flat top sapphire crystal with dome underside, which also has AR coating on the underside, both these Sector Matick features a classic two-tone silver sector dial, a first for Nodus sector lineup. The outer ring is brush finish and the inner disc has a grained silver texture. The printed words and line on the inner dial are all in black, and the applied markers on the outer ring all have lume on them with black frames. The size of the number 3, 9 and 12 are larger than the rest of the markers. The date is displayed at the 6 o'clock position. It has a white backdrop with black numberings. The day is displayed with also a cutout just above the date window. Yes, this is a day date watch. It has a white backdrop with blue wordings. The date starts changing at 10:30 PM and completes its turn at 12 AM, whereas the day would only start to change at 12 AM and completes its turn at 3 AM. The little pop of blue is meant to resemble the blue skies that all pilots or travelers dream of. The pop of blue is also displayed on the seconds hand. which also has lume, whereas the hour and minute hand are in black with lume. The minute track is also black and is printed on the quartet design rehaut. The rehaut is broken into 4 parts with additional lume. The lume above the 12 o'clock has the Nodus logo. So, what is my take on this watch? Let's start with the con. Personally, I think certain parts of the execution could be better. For example, the one on the right here seems to be slanting towards the right slightly, and the one on the 12 seems to be taller than the 2. Then there is that bracelet, which I feel it's a little rough. The edges on the bracelet is a little sharp as compared to the case, which has a smoother edge. Or the bracelet used in the Avalon 2 series that you see here. That is a pretty cool watch. I'm sure you've noticed the holes on the lugs and wonder why is there a need for Nodus to provide holes on these lugs when Nodus is providing bracelet with quick release spring bars mechanism. Then there is that elongated spring bars. Because of its length, the bracelet tends to get caught by the spring bars. You've got to hold on to the links and do a little fold, push and turn to unhook it to get it out and to avoid scratching the links. Now, about the pros. I think design-wise, this is a pretty good looking design. I like the design very much as it gives a step-down effect between the outer ring and the inner dial. I also like the fact that although it is a sector dial, it doesn't have that vertical line cutting across the Nodus brand name. Unlike that of the Fulan Mari reference 2116-1, which cuts across the alphabet N on its name. Feel my drift? The case itself is pretty well designed and built as well. The price proposition of these watches and the fact that it is a limited edition makes it a real gem to have. I think this really gives its competitors a run for its money. I also like that dome underside, which helps give a little rainbow spectral on the dial. Cool. So what do you guys think of these watches? Which of these designs you prefer? The Panda or the Silverback? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this kind of video, please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification icon to support me, and I'll really appreciate it and promise to make more videos like this. Until the next one, thank you for watching.